Hi, I'm Becca, and I'm going to be talking buying pre-loved Louis Vuitton today. I posted yesterday some of my favorite sites, and I had a few comments and questions, and after talking to one of my friends, I realized that I had a lot of really random knowledge about what I look for and how I decide if I'm going to buy something pre-loved or not. So one of the first things that I look for, and I know especially on sites like Poshmark where people are commenting a lot, are where's the date codes, what's the date code, but that is not the only clue. The first thing you should look for when you're looking at a date code is, obviously if it doesn't have it, it's not authentic, but a lot of fakes do have date codes, and you should keep that in mind, because when I was looking for pre-loved, a lot of the fake sites will pop up, and you can look at the listings and you can look at the bags, and that's kind of how I also determine if something is authentic or not, and I'll explain that a little bit more. If I see a bag with a date code that says made in USA, and let me actually, this is a Cabas piano I bought recently off Poshmark, and let me see if I can show you the stamp here, the stamp right here. It says made in USA. I think it's focusing. That's a much better bet, as well as made in Spain is a better bet that it is an authentic bag. It's not 100%, but that's one of the things that I look for, simply because the fakes are almost always made in France. And the other thing is to compare that date code to when the bag was actually made. I've seen quite a few multicolors where the date code is way off. I mean, it was a couple years before multicolors were ever even released. So that's a dead giveaway. Those are the things you're looking for with the date code. Is, does it match the country where it's saying that it's made? Because the first two letters are actually the country where it's made. And then the date is also when it was made. So you have to check that against when that bag was actually made. Honestly, the biggest giveaway for me, and this is like, if I'm walking around and I can see this, I can tell the bag's fake. And that is the glazing on the bags. So this is going to be on all Monogram and the Damier Azur bags. I can't, is it Damier or Damier? I don't know. I don't speak French, but I've heard it pronounced both ways, okay? Anyways, so you can see on this right here, this is like, it's dark brown, it's burgundy. It's not like the color of my shirt, that's bright red. And when you're just holding it and walking around, you do not notice this glazing that is on the leather. You don't notice it at all. The fakes are way too bright. Some of them are not quite as bad, but you can tell. I can tell walking around, and I can tell when I started looking at, like I said, I started looking at some of those really random sites that had fakes. The pictures are you can just tell. So bad. Go look it up. You can tell. That's a big giveaway to me. So when you're looking anywhere, look at that glazing. The other thing I'm looking for is alignment on the bag. So what I mean by that is, so like the LVs here, they will not be cut off at the top. They will not be cut off by the straps. Now, sometimes on the side, they can be cut off on certain bags. Like I know I think the Neo Noe has some weird alignment issues with it, just the shape, but it's not going to be cut off at the top, and it's not going to be cut off at the side. That's how they kind of determine sizes. You can also see here that it's not cut off at the bottom either. So if you see a bag where it's cut off in these places, not real. But you want to check the alignment on the actual bag you're buying. Find authentic pictures and take a peek. I mean, you can look here and see this is authentic. I know that it is. And you can see like these don't match up perfectly, but on some bags they do match up perfectly. So that's one thing to check is find the bag that you want, find 100% authentic pictures of it, look through a few of them, and kind of get an idea of what you're looking for. Some of the other details that you're going to be looking at are going to be kind of like I was showing you here. Oops, sorry, other side. The stamping, does it look crisp, clear? Looking at the stitching here, there's no weird phrase. It's clean. It's well done. That's part of the reason Louis Vuitton is what it is, because they do things symmetrically. They do things clean. You don't have these like weird random frayed things popping up everywhere. And you're also going to want to take a peek at the engraving on some of the metal. I don't know if I can get this to show up here. But sometimes the engraving, I've noticed on those pictures with fakes, is very thin and very light. And it's not as well done as the authentic bags I have, where it's just a clean, crisp, nice stamp on the leather and also the metal. So what are some of the other things I was thinking? Oh, packaging. So fakes on some of those also come with boxes and dust bags and receipts. So just because someone has a receipt, again, does not necessarily mean it's authentic. They also come with these weird, I'm not even sure what the booklets are. They're like these weird booklets and papers and tags and stuff that I've never seen on an authentic or an authentic listing, or I'm not even sure what they are, but all these weird papers. So that's the other thing, is packaging. Is the packaging accurate? Does it have these weird booklets? Those are the biggest things that I'm looking for. And usually you can kind of tell after a while, after looking through listings, after you've seen fake ones, you can kind of tell that looks real, that doesn't. The other thing, and I'm going to say this anyway, but if the bag price is way too good to be true, it probably is. If it's like a $500 brand new looking, never full, it's not real. Okay, so that's it for part 1. Those are the things that I look for: is date codes, the glazing, alignment, packaging, pricing. So 5 things. Okay, that's part 1.